Pan-Pacific Class, Los Angeles, California. Beloved students of Los Angeles, great is my privilege this day in voicing to you my gratitude, my boundless gratitude for your sincerity, your loyalty to the light, to your own mighty I Am presence, and to my humble efforts. A great fruition is taking place, after so many centuries of effort. Not until this understanding of the mighty I Am presence had been brought forth could mankind be sustained, or even that which was temporarily accomplished, be made permanent. So, I give you these words today as an eternal, an everlasting, stabilizing, encouraging power to act within you and your world and produce the perfection which you, through your heart, desire. It is a long, long time since there has been released through the human forms of mankind such a loyalty and radiance as has come forth in this class. I want you to know that for your own encouragement. When I see the precious, beloved students willing to even make sacrifices to give assistance for the broadcasts which will reach so many people, then my heart thrills with joy and a gratitude which shall 257. 258 Ascended Master Discourses. Ever enfold you, and the powers that I understand and wield shall enfold you. From this class there begins a mighty activity. We have asked permission of the great cosmic light to encompass you today in the beginning of its action tomorrow. Thus shall you feel and have today that which will come into its fullness of action tomorrow. Never in the history of mankind has there been the willing attention, obedience, and the great sincere interest in the light that is being shown today. By the return of the messengers to you in July, you will feel, or will have felt, many wonderful things. You are beginning to realize, beloved ones, that this is not just another activity brought forth, but it is a permanent, established, mighty activity which is expanding within you and will always continue to expand. Even those who temporarily turn aside, through listening to foolish gossip, will return again and see their great mistake. So, dear ones, stand within your presence, untouched by human gossip or interference, knowing that all is within your grasp in the acceptance of your presence and its application. The practicing of your presence is the greatest thing on earth. Do you realize today what you have done in enabling this broadcast to go forth in New York? I think not, but ere long I am sure you will. You have heard mentioned throughout the many years and centuries the idea of brotherly love. Is there anything greater than that? Is there anything greater than the service you have rendered here? You are willing to make possible the spreading of this knowledge to enable thousands, and perhaps millions to hear it who would never have contacted the work in perhaps many years otherwise. Aside from the mighty decrees which you have been issuing, doing so much for mankind and yourselves, you are transcending even that, in giving this to a still greater number of mankind. I try to call this to your attention, not for any human praise, but because of the great reality of the light within you which has responded to the necessity and the requirement. You shall be blessed, beloved ones, you who have been so generous, for I shall see that you are blessed in ways which you do not know. We from the Ascended Master's octave of life, having accomplished our victory here, we must have the cooperation of mankind in order to release the greatest power which we know and understand how to use. Only through your call to the presence can we release sufficient power to govern the conditions that are confronting you today. So much has been accomplished since the messengers were in Honolulu that should I suddenly flash before you the achievement, you would remember it. 260 Ascended. Forever. I want you to know that this is no idle thing. It is no human concept or someone's imagination, but a mighty activity of the law of life and love which has gone into action. Your part of it has been tremendous in your willing obedience to call and call and call. Through your group decrees, such a volume of intelligent energy and substance has been released into the mental and feeling world of mankind as to perform a service, almost indescribable. May I remind you today that in calling forth through your decrees this mighty activity of the presence and the Ascended Masters, you are charging into the mental and feeling world this mighty, self-luminous, intelligent Ascended Master substance and that from the great love star. This means only that substance remains to be purified which you have qualified in the past. Only it has power to longer act within your world. May I repeat those words, no longer has any qualification power to act in your world except that which has been accumulated up to this point. This means that former discordant causes cannot have any substance in the future to act in your world, because of your call for the substance from the Ascended Master's octave of life. The Divine Director, who will dictate to you tonight, has rendered a service unparalleled thus far. It has been done through your love poured out in this class and the love from the rest of the sincere, I am, students through America and the world. To us, you must understand, there is no time nor space. We go to and fro in the world in our Ascended Master bodies, just as tangible, however, as yours. We require no time nor space. By that, I mean we may go from one part of the world to the other in 2 to 3 or 4 minutes, and that is what mankind needs to know today. They need to know this freedom is for them. As you enter more and more into this great and mighty consciousness of your mighty presence, you will come to understand and feel thoroughly that the same freedom and dominion is for you. It is amazing how mankind continues to believe that things to which it has not been accustomed are impossible, just because they have not previously had information concerning such things, or their attention has not been called to them. You will find that you yourselves, ere many years are over your heads, will do exactly what you think today is impossible for you to accomplish. I am calling your attention to this now that you may watch it, if you will. Again, I say to you, this is no idle imagination. It is a mighty power gone into action, your power, your mighty I am presence. We, who have accomplished the victory, stand ever ready to encourage, to strengthen, to give you of our life to sustain and encourage you. 262 Unto your victory, and even your ascension. Oh, I plead with you, beloved students of the light who have been in this light for a year or more, never allow your human self or anyone else to cause you to question for 1 second your ability to make your ascension, even in this embodiment. I tell you again that age as you know it, has nothing whatever to do with it. The expansion of the light within you has everything to do with it, and the human self knows nothing about that. As the messenger has so often said to you, do not limit yourself as to what the presence can do for you and through you. Do not longer give power to limiting appearances. You have entered into a mighty stream of light. It is all powerful, but you still have free will. You still have the ability to operate your power of qualification. If you are not willing to give obedience to harmony and hold it within your feelings, then you but delay the achievement and must wait that much longer. I want to say a word or two, a few words, to you who are in these groups. The pledges you take are to your presence and no one else. Do not, I plead with you, go into those groups out of curiosity, unless you are willing to fulfill that requirement to which you have put your name. You do not understand yet what it means, or the action of the law, when unfaithful to your own light. Your heart has always been willing, but now your intellect has said, yes, I am willing to abide by this. Remember, you are acting under the law of your great presence, the all-seeing eye of God, your mighty I am presence, from which no single motive or act is hidden. Sometimes the messengers have pled with the beloved student so long, yet they will go on doing the things that they know in their hearts are a tragic mistake. They think that no one knows it. We cannot help knowing what is within your motive, what is within your world, for it is imprinted on the atmosphere about you, because every thought, feeling, and motive is a record which we have to read. Not that we seek to do it, but if we are going to help you, we must read it. Will you not feel now today, and hold it forever, that the all-seeing eye of God, which your higher mental body uses, knows every single thing that occurs in your life, every feeling and motive that is there? Do not try to deceive your presence. I am speaking with all the love of my heart, for I want to help you. I want you to see, if you will, the mistake of just humanly entering into a thing without a pure, honest motive back of it. Remember, in your heart center, as well as in the heart center of the staff who serve these two messengers, must come purity, loyalty, and faithfulness if you are to go forward in the light. Deception is an unpardonable thing anywhere in the world, and above all in the students. 264 Who have come to know their mighty I am presence. So if you have made mistakes, and you know, the heart always knows, there is no one who can make excuses for it. Self-pity and vanity are out. They have no part in this work. Therefore I want you to feel that I hold your hand to help you overcome all these things. If you have made mistakes, call immediately on the law of forgiveness and ask the presence to wipe them out, dissolve and consume cause and effect of that mistake or any other. We are watching very closely all the students, and we know every one that is not sincere. So precious ones, let us help you, will you not? Will you not call on the law of forgiveness for any mistakes you have made? Then with your face to the light, with your attention to the presence, call its mighty powers and intelligence into action to give you self-control, discriminating intelligence, mastery over your human desires. Then will you go forward quickly into the full freedom and glory which is yours. I am taking this opportunity today to talk to you very close in your heart. I feel your heartbeat while I talk to you, for in that I am trying earnestly to help you free yourself in every way possible today. The great divine director has rendered you a transcendent service. Only when you have made the ascension will you see how great it is. Think of it, oh, my precious ones, of all the centuries that mankind has been compelled one by one to go into the retreats, away from the discord of the outer world in order to gain this victory. Now this knowledge of the I Am is brought forth. There is also being given the assistance of the great divine director, and the others who have come forth to assist the great cosmic light in the perfect work it must do for mankind. Mankind need not fail if individuals will give attention to the presence as they have been directed. In setting aside the third year for you, there has been released a blessing never before given to mankind. You have noticed, at least you have heard us mention step by step certain accomplishments for you. That again is not any imagination, but a mighty reality. Today as I speak to you, my heart throbs with greatest joy and gratitude that you have been able to so bring yourselves into the requirement, that the divine director could do this for you. Not only has this help been given to you here, but also to the I Am students throughout America and the world. How and why? Because of your mighty decrees going forth in the mental and feeling world of mankind and being issued uniform throughout America. Now do you not appreciate what your blessed brother Harry Rogers did, in compiling from the books and 266 Ascended Master Discourses? The magazines, the group outline, which the great divine director asked us to use, that the activity might be uniform throughout America for this very identical accomplishment. It has been accomplished. Precious ones, will you not feel and allow a great deep gratitude to fill your heart and world for this? To some of you it may sound like so many words. Oh, that you knew how much more it really means. Will you not accept, take advantage of this opportunity, and with a greater earnestness, greater sincerity, and greater firmness, call the great intelligent energy forth from your mighty I Am presence, to act in you and your world and continue this accomplishment with the speed of lightning? I tell you that it is possible at this point, if you will follow the directions I offer, to accomplish all with the speed of lightning. Beloved ones of Los Angeles, who have taken the initiative in much of the call that has gone forth, it is very wonderful. Our blessed Mr. Sindelar. He has so untiringly worked to beautify and bring forth the wonderful material that has gone into the voice of the I Am, how everyone in America should bless him. Within that blessed brother are dissolving all human things, all human qualities. Each day more and more he is feeling the selflessness of that great service which he chose to render, at the request of the ascended Master Jesus. Such loyalty of service is a beacon light everywhere. So also is the service of you group leaders and beloved students everywhere a beacon light in that same great loyalty and selflessness. So too is the 24-hour service which you are rendering of your own volition. Does it not show to the world what loyalty to the light means? In that constant improvement and beauty of your mind, body, world, and the greater supply which is coming forth for you, is an eternal proof to all mankind of the great reality of this great stream of light. Today, oh, beloved ones, great is your privilege. Great is your freedom, which stands with the door wide open facing into the great eternal light which holds all things for you. Will you not accept it? Will you not continue? The great presence has pushed back the doors of doubt and fear, and over you is written in golden light, your freedom. Will you not accept it? Enter in now with great firm determination, and see how quickly will all disturbance dissolve and disappear from your world. You are now the master of your world if you will but accept and use your dominion of the presence. Never question your ability, your authority, your power of achievement. God, the mighty I Am presence, whose ray of light and energy beats your heart and sustains your life is your certain victory always. Will you not engrave that upon your consciousness for constant use, so it may show you and 268 Ascended Master give you the eternal proof that you cannot fail. A little child when learning to walk falls down many times, but does it think anything about that? It gets up and tries again. So today, if you have made mistakes, be not discouraged by it, but with a firmer determination arise and say, Mighty I Am Presence, see that I make no more mistakes. Take command of this mind and body. Stop this human activity that makes mistakes. Let your intelligence direct, your mighty light protect, and hold me invincible against any outside condition, suggestion, or anything else which would deprive me any longer of my freedom and victory. Written above you in the open door and the light of your presence is your victory. You have accomplished it now. Go forth. Look not to right nor left, but stand firm in the glory of your mighty I Am Presence, until the fullness of it comes quickly into action. It not only beautifies and perfects your body, but in it you stand firm, untouched by human suggestions of any kind. When people come to you with discordant things, be silent. Then you will hold your world in this great harmony, until the fullness of it looses the power of the presence, to go forth and do what is required. No one thing is more difficult for mankind to conquer than the continual revolving in thought of some discordant thing, or continued, will you pardon the expression, hashing over, with your acquaintances or friends, things that are discordant. Put them out of your life and never refer to them if you want to be free. When one human tries to blame something onto another human, they are stifling their own progress. Remember that your heart knows well enough whether you have made a mistake or not. If you have not, then anyone who says you have, cannot harm you. So remember that. Now again I say to you, the doors of doubt and fear are open, held back by the hands of your mighty I Am Presence, and above you is freedom. Enter in. I say to the precious young people, beloved ones of the light. Guard your world, your feeling world. Shun drink, intoxicants of every kind, excesses of every kind as you would a poisonous serpent. You have, in the acknowledgement of your presence, the quick open door to your freedom, if you govern your feeling world, but do not accept the vicious suggestions that come through the schools and colleges today, through the vicious activity which has entered into those wonderful places. Know that the purity of your presence is the only thing worthwhile in your world, then you will be able to hold your balance. Go forth in the call to your presence, and fill your world with the perfection it holds for you. If you waste your energy, if you accept these tragic suggestions, then you will follow the trend of mankind and be in the limitations. 2. Of the outer activity. Today you have the knowledge in your hand, the scepter in your hand, in the name of the mighty I Am Presence, by which you can fill your world with happiness, beauty, purity, and perfection. I plead with you, stand guard over your world. Your presence will, if called into action I remember, you can love your friends more powerfully without your arms around them. Then you are not in danger of the human desires sweeping in and causing you to do things you will regret the rest of your life. Oh, beloved precious young people! I have watched the progress of mankind throughout the centuries, and have seen beautiful, blessed young men and women go down under the desires of the human and suggestions from the human that tell them they should waste their energy. Then in a few years they become decrepit and aged, when they could have maintained the youth, beauty, and perfection in their bodies, sustained by the conservation of that energy. Oh, you young people and you older people who have made mistakes. Call on the law of forgiveness. Take a firm, determined stand with the mighty I Am Presence to hold control in your world, to take out of you all wrong desires, and to hold its dominion there forever. Today, beloved ones, my love enfolds you with the fullness of its power for your happiness, freedom, and ascension. I pour forth the great love of the great host of ascended masters, the great cosmic beings, and the legion of light, to glorify, to enfold you and hold you within its mighty radiance unto your eternal victory. The glory of the light of God, the mighty I Am Presence, within you, enfold you in its invincible protection. Enfold you in its mighty directing intelligence, and clothe you in its mighty light, forever sustained. I thank you.